wearing my Bookish shirt for Book List. Bookish is a local, to me, independent bookstore that I love and am not allowed in January at all. For next year, pretty mostly at all, because I'm on a low spend year. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link below in the comments my first part of this kind of personal goals section of my 2025 goals in the description box below. I'm gonna try my first low spend year, and y'all are gonna be my witnesses to see how I do. Now, part of this and what I was thinking about when I made sort of my low spend year rules is I was looking at some of my nonfiction books, and there's a number of books that I would like to read kind of as just topics that I want to know more about. I'm not calling this an improve myself or anything like that, because I'm honestly, like, I'm fine with where I'm at. I'm content, but there's always things that I'm curious about. Ask people at work. I'm the most curious person, and I end up down rabbit holes on just the littlest things said in a meeting. But I'm on the old-fashioned rabbit hole. I don't end up on TikTok or Reddit. I just don't end up there. I end up in research articles and books, and that's where I end up. So with that said, all of these books, I feel, can also help me kind of wrap my head around decluttering, downsizing, which I've talked about in my low spend year video. So these are just all kind of books that I've bought over the years that I'm curious about. The topic, or that I feel like will help me in my low spend year. Not no spend year, Michelle. Low spend year. Yeah, so let's jump into the books. The first one, I'm behind on the hype on this one. And I had some Pango money last month, I think it was. And I ordered this on Pango. And this is Atomic Habits, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones by James Clear. I know a lot about habits and habit building just from getting a master's degree in counseling and taking all the classes and things like that. They cover a lot of the psychology behind bad habits. But I've heard a lot of hype about this book, and I would like to read it and see, you know, if I can gain a couple of things that I can apply to my own life. I call that a win. So, no matter your goals, Atomic Habits offers a proven framework for getting 1% better every day. James Clear, one of the world's leading experts on habit formation, reveals practical strategies that will teach you exactly how to master the tiny behaviors that lead to remarkable results. So, yeah, sounds good to me. This is a book I think I heard about from Kate Caden, who was one of the people that I follow for financial, tips. She's the one that I'm doing no spend January with. And this is Your Money or Your Life, 9 Steps to Transforming Your Relationship with Money and Achieving Financial Independence by Vicki Robin and Joe Dominguez. I have started this book on audio multiple times. And I've gotten to various parts of it, but there's always a hold, like a list of people waiting for the book. And so I never get through my audiobook. So I want to get through it this time. And I'm not sure which order I'm going to read these in, but this will probably be either the first or second. One of these I think would be the first and second books that I read on this list. There's 7 books. There's no time frame except for in 2025, I want to read these books. I had 6 and then I found one that I forgot I had, and that's this one. And that's Essentialism by Greg McKeown. Disciplined Pursuit of Less by Greg McKeown. I think I saw Chloe from Always Book talking about this. And I am very interested in reading this. Essentialism isn't about getting more done in less time. It's about getting only the right things done. Have you ever found yourself stretched too thin? Do you simultaneously feel overworked and underutilized? Are you often busy but not productive? Do you feel like your time is constantly being hijacked by other people's agendas? If you answered yes to any of these questions, the way out is the way of the essentialist. Essentialism isn't about getting more done in less time. It's about getting only the right things done. Interesting. Who defines what the right things are? Does he go in? Maybe he goes into that, because I'm all about living your values, right? All right. So then I've got How to Do Nothing, Resisting the Attention Economy by Jenny Odell. Y'all let me know in the comments if you've read this and if you think it's worth it, because I told my friend I was reading this book and her husband are like, it's not that good. So let me know in the comments. Do you think this is worth a read or not? Where is the synopsis? Why are you not on the back page? I hate it when they don't put a synopsis on it. Well, we'll see. The next one I've had for so long that she's written multiple books after this. So this is The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin, or Why I Spent a Year Trying to Sing in the Morning, Clean My Closets, Fight Right, Read Aristotle, and Generally Have More Fun. I'm not going to read Aristotle. I've already tried that before. Gretchen Rubin had an epiphany one rainy afternoon in the unlikeliest of places, a city bus. The days are long, but the years are short, she realized. Time is passing, and I'm not focusing enough on the things that really matter. In that moment, she decided to dedicate a year to her happiness project. In this lively and compelling account, Rubin chronicles her adventures during the 12 months she spent test driving the wisdom of the ages, current scientific research, and lessons from popular culture about how to be happier. Among other things, she found that novelty and challenge are powerful sources of happiness, that money can help buy happiness when spent wisely. Okay, when spent wisely, I can get on with that. That outer order contributes to inner calm, and that the very smallest of changes can make the biggest difference. So she wrote this a long time ago, right? Where's the publication date? 2009. I'm a little late on this one, but I do follow her on social media and have listened to, I think she has a podcast, or she used to have a podcast. So I've been curious. And like I said, she's written several books after this one that kind of fall in the same lines. So if I like this one, maybe I'll get the other ones from the library. All right, this one is Why We Can't Sleep, Women's New Midlife Crisis by Ada Calhoun. The instant New York Times bestseller and one of the most anticipated books of the year for Vogue, the New York Times, blah, 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 blah. Ada Calhoun explores the new midlife crisis facing Gen X, that's me, women, and the unique circumstances that have brought them to this point. This is reassuring, empowering, and essential reading for all middle-aged women and anyone who hopes to understand them. I mean, that's self-explanatory. I don't sleep well, but that could also be my chronic illness, of course. But so I am in there's a little sliver of time at the end of Gen X, right before millennials, that it's kind of like a sociological confused generation where you're in Gen X, but you're kind of the beginning of the millennial kind of framework ideas, if that makes sense. And that's kind of where I'm at. But either way, it puts me in midlife. And I've had this for a minute, and I really want to read it. And kind of read more books down this path, if that makes sense. And then, of course, we are going to include a book on chronic illness, because that does occupy a lot of my time in life. And How to Live Well with Chronic Pain and Illness, A Mindful Guide by Toni Bernard. I have read her book, How to Be Sick, and I really enjoyed it. And so this is the next one I was going to read. Chronic pain and illness create many challenges, from career crises and relationship issues to struggles with self-blame and isolation. Beloved author Toni Bernard addresses these challenges and many more, using practical examples to illustrate how mindfulness, equanimity, and compassion can help readers make peace with a life turned upside down. The first book that she wrote from her bed. And that is just amazing to me, and also totally understandable, because there are days when I have to work from bed because of my chronic illness. And I've said before, we'll say it again, we'll continue to say, I'm very fortunate with the job that I have, that I enjoy it, that I can do it from home, and that my boss really understands what I deal with on a daily basis. So for this last year, I have gotten more into mindfulness and meditation, and it has helped a lot with my anxiety. I have been using the app Insight Timer. I know there's a number of other apps. There's Calm and can't remember the other one, Headspace, something like that. But just to take time, no screens, no outside noise, just however you want to do it. Like, I usually use some instrumental music of some sort, and just breathe. And that's something that Toni Bernard definitely focuses on, because a lot of chronic illness can be part of it. It can be related to kind of your fight or flight mode, being stuck in the on position. And meditation, mindfulness is really helpful in dealing with that. It doesn't cure it, but it's helpful in dealing with that. So I'm looking forward to this book as well. So those are kind of my personal growth, whatever. I don't know. I might come up, if y'all have good names for what this project is, let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to read any of these, let me know that too. We can read them together. I want to close out this vlog. I'm at my sister's now, and ready to celebrate the holidays with my family. Thank you all for being here for Vlogmas. We made it through. That was a lot of vlogging and editing, and a lot of forgetting to vlog. Sorry about that. But I appreciate all your comments, and yeah, I just appreciate you being here. I will be back on Sunday with just regularly scheduled programming. I hope you all have a great holiday, whatever holiday you're celebrating. Safe travels, and be well. Bye.